Hello everyone, my name is Sade Luhur saputra, and in this presentation I am going to talk about 5 effective methods that can be used in English language learning. Teaching English is not only about explaining grammar or vocabulary, it's also about helping students communicate, collaborate, and think critically in a new language. Today I'll discuss 5 well-known teaching methods: collaborative learning, communicative language teaching, the flipped classroom, the audiolingual method, and the grammar translation method. Each of these methods has its own focus and benefits. The first method is collaborative learning. This method encourages students to work together in small groups or pairs to solve problems, complete projects, or discuss ideas. Instead of listening passively, students take an active role in their own learning process. For example, in a collaborative classroom, students might work together to create a group presentation, write a dialogue, or solve a live language problem. This method builds teamwork, creativity, and communication skills. It also makes the classroom atmosphere more supportive because students learn from one another. As a teacher, our role is to guide the process, not to dominate the discussion, so that every student has a voice. Collaborative learning improves both fluency and confidence, which are essential in mastering English. The second method is communicative language teaching, often called Sade. The main goal of Sade is to make students communicate in real-life situations, rather than focusing on grammar drills or memorizing vocabulary. This approach encourages students to use English meaningfully and naturally. In a Sade classroom, activities might include role plays, interviews, storytelling, or problem-solving games. For example, students might act out a restaurant scene or interview each other about their hobbies. Through these interactions, students improve not only their speaking and listening skills but also their ability to think in English. Sade emphasizes fluency first, and grammar is learning through context. Mistakes are seen as a natural part of communication. What matters most is being understood. The third method is the flipped classroom, which is a modern and innovative strategy. In a flipped classroom, students learn new contents before class, usually by watching videos, reading articles, or exploring online materials. Then during class time, they apply what they learned through discussions, group work, or presentation. This method changed the traditional learning structure. Instead of spending class time listening to long lectures, students come prepared and spend class time practicing and interacting. For example, students might watch a short video about English idioms at home, and then in class, they discuss and use those idioms in conversation. The flipped classroom encourages active learning, students' independence, and critical thinking. It also allows teachers to spend more time helping students individually, rather than just delivering information. The fourth method is the audiolingual method, which was very popular in the 150 and 190, especially for teaching foreign language. This approach is based on repetition, habit formation, and imitation. The idea is that students can learn correct language patterns through repeated practice. The teacher usually presents a dialogue and students repeat it several times until they can say it fluently. There are also pattern drills, substitution exercises, and memorization activities. For instance, the teacher might say, "This is a book," then students repeat, "This is a book." Later, the teacher changes the word, "This is a pen," and students repeat again. The goal is to build automatic language habits that lead to accurate pronunciation and structure. While this method focuses more on accuracy than creativity, it helps beginners develop strong foundational skills in listening and speaking. The fifth method is the grammar translation method, one of the oldest and most traditional approaches to language teaching. It focuses on learning grammar rules and translating sentences between the native language and English. Most activities involve reading text, analyzing sentence structure, and translation paragraphs. For example, students might translate an English story into their native language and identify the grammatical forms used in each sentence. This method is very effective for developing reading and writing skills, as well as a deep understanding of grammar. However, it doesn't always promote fluency in speaking. Still, when combined with communicative activities, grammar translation can help students strengthen their accuracy and understanding of complex structure. Let's compare these 5 methods briefly. Collaborative learning focuses on teamwork and communication. CLT develops fluency and relive speaking ability. The flipped classroom promoted independence and active learning. The audiolingual method builds strong habits through repetition. And the grammar translation method develops deep grammar and reading skills. Each of these methods serves a different purpose. That's why good teachers often combine them to make learning balanced, effective, and fun. Okay. To conclude, teaching English effectively means understanding your students' needs and choosing the right approach. Collaborative and communicative method help students become confident speakers, while structured methods like audiolingual and grammar translation strengthen accuracy and grammar knowledge. The flipped classroom, on the other hand, combines the best of both worlds, giving students flexibility to learn at their own pace while making class time interactive. In short, no single method is perfect. The most effective teacher use a combination of approaches to build both fluency and accuracy, while keeping students motivated and engaged. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope this presentation gives you a clear understanding of how different teaching methods can be used in English language learning. Goodbye.